Hello to all beginners, but maybe experienced one will also find something interesting. The project I'm working on right now takes more time than expected. So today we're going to talk about how to find savings in the workshop. What often stops us from developing our workshop is the budget. The amounts that we have to pay for our tools can vary greatly, starting with the cheapest ones, where the compromise is the quality, ending, for example, with the green ones, where the price and the quality are uncompromising. Tools are something over we have no control. We choose them from manufacturers guided by our budget and needs. But there are areas in our workshop where we can achieve quality by doing something ourselves, modifying purchased items, or looking for equivalents. For the beginning, I would like to show you a few things that do not have to be expensive. All you need is a little bit of creativity in finding solutions.
Let's start with an MFT table. MFT, or multifunctional table, is a versatile table that is indispensable for woodworking, furniture assembly, and DIY projects wherever immobilizing a specific element is needed. I really like Festool table, but unfortunately the price scares me a bit. So I decided to create my own version. I found a seller online who prepares such tabletops using a CNC machine. Holes with diameter of 20.2 mm in the tabletop allow the placement of woodworking clamps anywhere, not just on the table's edge, making work much easier. The holes are 96 mm apart and are compatible with Festool tools. Additional longer holes when using clamps can also serve as a vise for edge processing. The cutout on the left side is for securing the extraction tube. The size of a tabletop is approximately 150 by 92 cm or 59 by 36 inches and 22 mm or more than 3/4 inch thick. Other sizes are available or a custom tabletop can be made. The cost of a tabletop is around $65 in my location. To the bottom edges of my tabletop, I attach aluminum profiles designed for mounting solar panels on the roof. This extruded aluminum is very flat with perpendicular walls. There are T-tracks on both sides of this profile and they are excellent for mounting clamps and other accessories. The cost of this profile is approximately $6 per meter. I wanted the table to be foldable, so I attached the tabletop to a foldable frame, also found online, designed for buffet tables. The cost is around $65. The total cost of the tables is around $163, while the Festool MFT costs $700 for a smaller size. I purchased a budget set of clamps and drill guides on AliExpress. This allows me to easily and quickly immobilize the workpiece on the table. The cost is around $20. I found an affordable set of 8 bench cookies on Amazon, which are useful for quick working on a workpiece. They have a non-slip surface, so the material doesn't slide. They also lift the workpiece, making it easy to cut on the table. They also have attachments for painting. I paid around $60, but they now cost around $80 for the set of 8. I also fell in love with the vacuum vise, the Festool Vaxis, which allows quick vacuum clamping for further processing. Unfortunately, the price around $500 is beyond my budget, so I looked for an alternative and found a similar system. Not as good, but it cost around $80. The Virutex-Clamp Basic SVN 250. It creates a strong vacuum using compressed air from a compressor. It has a flexible working area. I spent $11 on additional valves and plugs and it works like a charm. I needed dust extraction system. The available systems are too large for my small workshop and very expensive. On AliExpress I found a Cyclone separator for debris separation, costing only $18. Online I found a 60-liter steel barrel with a sealed lid for $32. I cut a hole and attached the separator to the lid with silicone. I also bought a 60mm anti-static hose for about $9 per meter. This way I made a very efficient debris separator connected to my workshop vacuum cleaner at a total cost of about $130. Fences, miter gouges and crosscut templates can be very expensive if you want to buy dedicated solutions. But most of these things can be made by yourself. For the miter saw, I made fence using the same aluminum profiles used for solar panels. I glued and screwed two pieces together, ensuring everything was level. I bought a few small items on AliExpress to attach the fence to the tree tracks on the tabletop, as well as an adhesive aluminum measuring tape. The top T-track allows for additional accessories, such as a lifted stopper for repeatable cuts. As Plato once said, if something is stupid but it works, it's not stupid. Maybe it was Plato, maybe someone else. Doesn't matter. The total cost was around $35. The same approach applies to the miter gauge. I found an affordable mechanism on AliExpress for about $25. I made a fence from the same profile as before with a total cost of around $35. I created a crosscut jig in a similar way. I attached the fence to the elements prepared from the white melamine board. The grooves allows for adjustments. It's precise and cost-effective at about $26 to $30. Woodpecker's tools are DIYer's dream, but unless you want to sell your kidney, you probably won't buy them. A quick search on AliExpress led me to a set of 3 measuring tools for $21. And they are accurate. Accuracy of the squares is crucial in our work. Here too, we need tools that we know they are precise. Woodpecker's tools have this precision. Alternatives are locksmith squares with a foot, with DIN 875/1 and 875/2 standards. These are international standards specifying how much deviation from perpendicularity is allowed. In the case of these two models, they are simply perfect. At 25 centimeters of the longer arm, the deviation is 23 micrometers for DIN 1 and 45 micrometers for DIN 2. But their cost is $23 and $36. Compare this to Woodpecker's prices. Plus, they are German, not Chinese. Clamps can also be quite expensive. Pipe clamps are an alternative. The set of 4 cost me around $25 and a 3/4 inch pipe $9 per meter. For a fraction of the price, you can make clamps of any length you want. Chinese equivalents are also an option for T-square measuring tools. They are accurate, but they can be adjusted. The cost is $11 for the shorter version and $16 for the longer one. Lastly, a small piece of advice about materials. If you are not a perfectionist, use cheap but equally good materials for workshop elements instead of plywood. I use white melamine board for almost everything, and it's about 10 times cheaper than plywood, at least where I live. Oh, and don't forget to subscribe. Most of the links to the mentioned elements are in the description. Please share your workshop hacks in the comment section too. Thanks and see you soon!